The lady comes again next month. The children returned on June 13th as to what Our Lady requested. It was the Feast of St. Anthony. And the children were surprised to find that 50 people were there for June 13th. Word was spreading. Our Lady appeared. Lucy says, "What does your grace wish of me?" The lady said, "I wish you to come here on the 13th of next month to pray the rosary each day and to learn to read. Later I will tell you what I want." Lucy said, "I would like you to ask you to take us to heaven." And the lady replied, "Yes, I will take Francisco and Jacinta soon, but you are to stay here some time longer. Jesus wishes to make use of you to make me known and loved. He wants to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. To whoever embraces this devotion, I promise salvation. These souls shall be dear to God as flowers placed by me to adorn his throne." So a quick note again, this is what the Message of Fatima is all about: reparation and the importance of devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Now, Lucy, of course, was happy to hear about devotion to the Immaculate Heart, but humanly speaking, she was devastated to learn that Jacinta and Francisco would soon be taken from her. "Am I to stay here all alone?" she asked. "No, my daughter," the lady said. "Do you suffer a great deal? Do not lose heart. I will never forsake you. My Immaculate Heart will be your refuge and the way that will lead you to God." And Lucy recalls, as Our Lady spoke these words, she opened her hands for the second time, and she communicated to us the rays of that immense light. We saw ourselves in that light, as it were, immersed in God. Jacinta and Francisco seemed to be in the part of the light that rose to heaven, and I in that which was poured out upon the earth. And Lucy then describes Our Lady's Immaculate Heart. She says, "In front of the palm of Our Lady's right hand was a heart encircled by thorns which pierced it. We understood that this was the Immaculate Heart of Mary, outraged by the sins of humanity and seeking reparation." So this was the end of the June 13th apparition. And years later, Sister Lucy said she believed that the purpose of Our Lady's second visit, this is her speaking, was to infuse within us a special knowledge and love for the Immaculate Heart of Mary. From that day onwards, Lucy writes, our hearts were filled with a more ardent love for the Immaculate Heart. Now, Lucy's mother, Maria Rosa, she was annoyed that Lucy had returned to the cova. She was furious that many onlookers believed that was Our Lady appearing, and when Lucy very timidly asked her mother to learn to read, the mother scoffed back. She said, "A lot it matters to Our Lady that the likes of you know how to read and write." So Lucy's mother took Lucy to the parish priest. Now the priest believed that Lucy was sincere, but his fear that this whole manifestation was the work of the devil. So Lucy was forbidden to go to the cova. Her mother was harder on her than ever. Jacinta and Francisco tried to convince Lucy, please come on July 13th, and Lucy was adamant, no.